欧债危机阴霾散去，希腊期待重振本国经济。
We want to transform Greece to the most business-friendly country
Not yet.
in the European Union. Not yet.
土叙关系危机再起，欧盟东大门将如何抵御难民危机？
What the history tells you?
We know that the European Union and our European partners will not let us alone on that.
风云对话专访希腊投资与发展部长耶奥尔亚济斯。一说起希腊，人们很容易联想到浪漫的神话、伟大的哲学家、驰骋欧亚大陆的英雄少年。一说起希腊，人们还容易想到前些年深陷债务危机时举国的沮丧和无奈。然而近些年，希腊的经济回升有目共睹，失业率大幅下降，人们的生活更加有保障。不仅如此，希腊在国际舞台上也更加活跃。2019年4月，希腊正式加入中国中东欧国家合作16+1机制，至此16+1正式升级为17+1。希腊表示，希望通过与中国的合作，为希腊经济社会发展带来新的动力。日前，希腊投资与发展部长耶奥尔亚济斯来到中国，与国家发改委副主任共同商讨了未来中西合作的方向，并签署了一系列投资协议。会谈结束后，耶奥尔亚济斯在希腊使馆接受了风云对话的采访。
Good evening, Minister Georgiadis. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for the invitation. It's a great honor for me being here.
So how's the visit so far in Beijing this time?
The visit was very fruitful and I could say very important. I met important people, we made important deals, and we found the opportunity to make our relationships even stronger.
Yeah, can you please also tell us about the overall scenario of the Chinese investment in Greece?
First of all, we have this unique example of Costco in Piraeus port, which when Costco came to Piraeus in Athens in 2009, the port was a not important port of the Mediterranean. 10 years after, it's the most important port in the Mediterranean Sea, the third port in the European Union, and one of the 10 biggest ports in the planet. This happened between the cooperation of Greece and China.
Right.
So this is, I think,
What
a very
are
good
the
example.
reasons to these substantial improvements?
Because
in less than 10
Costco is a
years?
very good company, very with big professionalism. They made good investment and they found a way to motivate the Greek people there. So together they made a success.
Right. So speaking of ports, that you were quoted by saying that the government is positive about Chinese groups' specific investment in Greece, but is also interested in having U.S. investments in the country to achieve a balance. Right.
Of course, because we are a country that we're in the same time a strategic partner of the United States of America and a member of a NATO alliance, and at the same time a strategic partner of China. So we need both. We don't need one of them.
How balanced can you call that situation is balanced? What is
Balance
balanced?
is when we have big investments from both countries and not only from China
How
and the
big
United
is
States.
big enough for you? And how balanced can you be? I mean, proportionally speaking.
It can be balanced because now China is maybe the best investor in Greece. So the Americans should be more motivated in this.
Are you saying the same to the Chinese investors?
No, they're the best.
They're
investors
already.
now. They're already the best.
Okay. You also said that Greece is now the most business friendly in the EU, right? Would you like to elaborate?
I said that we want to transform Greece to the most business-friendly country
Not
in
yet.
the European Union. Not yet, but it has started.
In which ways?
Tomorrow, I will be in the Parliament of Greece, and I have a new legislation that vanish bureaucracy, make licensing be much more fast and easy, and give many motives to investors to come and invest. You know that Greece exited a huge crisis. Now we managed to stabilize our economy, to have very low rates, to have some growth, and our bet for the future is to increase this growth.
You say that on various occasions that now is the time to invest in Greece. In which areas you think is the best?
Renewable energy, logistics, industry, tourist industry, real estate, things that one investor could find big opportunities in Greece now.
欧债危机曾经在相当长一段时间是笼罩在欧洲市场上的阴云，而希腊则是欧盟里的重灾区。以2009年12月为例，希腊政府财政赤字和公共债务占国内生产总值的预计比例分别达到了远超欧盟标准的12.7%和113%。世界各大评级机构纷纷下调希腊评级，一方面是欧洲央行对是否要救助希腊之争，另一方面是希腊国内对是否要接受欧盟严苛的要求以备救之争。希腊政府申请债务减免，但是遭到欧盟其他经济强势国家内右翼主义势力的强烈反对，而国际货币基金组织则是无奈地告诫，如果不部分减免希腊债务负担，希腊经济持续复苏的希望将微乎其微。而布鲁塞尔则对希腊脱欧是否会引发多米诺效应极为警惕。或许正是因为了解所有这些顾虑，2015年希腊时任总理齐普拉斯发起了脱欧公投。这次公投甚至较卡梅伦在英国发起的脱欧公投更早了1年。
So how is the economy of Greece nowadays? I mean, coming out from the crisis, is it fully recovered?
The word fully recovered is a big word. We exited the crisis. We have a stabilized public finance and we have very low rates. We managed to borrow 10-year bonds with 1.5% rate, which was totally fantastic for us some years ago. We managed to borrow for 3 months period with negative rates. That means that the markets believes that our economy is stable and will go much better in the future. But now we have to find a way to give a better life to the Greek people. This is the big bet. And this is the reason we need investments, we need growth, and we need you Chinese there.
Now Greece
and the Americans, since you asked.
Right. So now Greece is a member of the 17+1 mechanism, right? Why did you decide to join? And was there any voices objecting to this idea?
You know that we were one of the founding countries, one of the first countries in the Belt Road agreement and the cooperation, and we thought that Greece couldn't be out of the 16+1 at that time country that would lead the Chinese and European cooperation. So we applied and we are now a part of it.
You applied and then it's accepted?
Yes.
And what do you think it would mean for Greece and for the, let's say, Eastern Mediterranean countries?
You see, China has made a big improvement in the recent years, and I don't want to forget to say best wishes to your 17th anniversary for the founding of the People's Republic of China, and wish an even more prosperous future for your country. So in these 70 years you managed to take a country that was in extreme poverty and almost destroyed after civil war and make it one of the world leaders in many sectors, not only in industry but in high technology and innovation and IT and everything. So we think that this experience that China has can really help all these European countries to improve their economy also.
What kind of impact do you think the 17+1 mechanism would have on the overall welfare of the EU?
A very positive impact.
It's positive.
Oh, very positive. Business-wide, it will give much more opportunities for both sides to know each other better and find ways to cooperate better.
由中国领导人发起的16+1合作机制，旨在加强中国与中东欧国家的合作，得到欧洲加入到这个机制中的国家的高度重视。2019年4月，第8次16+1会议在克罗地亚杜布罗夫尼克召开。希腊的加入为这个有8年历史的机制注入了新的活力，但是这样的合作框架并没有受到欧洲国家的普遍欢迎。事实上，欧盟理事会在今年春天还特别启动了外资审查框架法案，法案以极快的速度生效，要求欧盟成员国除每年需向欧委会提交本国接受外资的年度报告外， 还需就接受外国向其关键基础设施、关键技术和能源供应等敏感领域的投资向欧盟提请审查，而5G 设施的建设自然也属于该法案的讨论范围。
The EU Commission passed a foreign investment screening mechanism earlier this year. What would that mean for the foreign investors or for the member states that wish to receive the foreign investments?
European Union has some rules, and the rules must be followed because this is the way European Union works. But this is not a matter of concern if you know the rules and don't want to pass them over. You follow the rules.
But this specific rule would require the member state to submit what you wish to receive the foreign investments on and to get the consensus.
Yes, this happens not only for China, but for all kind of investments, because European rules has to examine if, let's say, competitive rules are followed, or the EU commerce agreements are followed. This is one of the things that it's inside European laws, and it doesn't concern us at all because we follow the rules. And at the end, the system works.
So this wouldn't be an obstacle for
No.
foreign
It wouldn't be an
investment.
obstacle, no. If you know how to explain things in Europe, everything is easy.
What is the Greece's stance on the rolling out of 5G, for example?
5G is a very important thing, and we understand that you have made a tremendous progress on this field. We will follow EU decision on this field. It will be a common decision. But I have
It will be a common decision. What do you
But
mean?
I have to be very honest. I would really like to see that your relationship in this matter with the United States of America would be improved and would be much better.
What do you mean? So the status quo of the relationship between China and the U.S. would be a potential problem in decision making on whether or not to adopt the Chinese 5G technology?
I told you that we will follow European decision on this matter. But in a global aspect, it's very good for everybody to have clear and good relationships.
If, let's say, hypothetically, that you decide to adopt the Chinese 5G technology, how would you explain to the EU? Because under the new specific rules that you will be required to make the explanation to them, right?
I'm a historian. The first thing we learn is that you never answer in a hypothetical question.
But as historians, that you see that the history always repeats itself. So it's not exactly a hypothetical question. This can be very realistic.
This is not real. This is something that common people believe. History never repeats itself, to be honest. It seems, but it doesn't. I'm sure at the end that you will reach in a very good agreement with the United States of America, and everything will go much better.
希腊最大的邻国土耳其被称为亚欧大陆的桥梁，是连接西亚和东欧的重要陆上通道。在2015年难民潮期间，约有150万名难民从中东地区经由土耳其前往希腊或保加利亚寻求庇护。如今，土耳其仍收容着约360万难民。2019年10月9日，土耳其国防部以重整和平、肃清恐怖分子为由，开启和平之权行动，向叙利亚北部发动猛烈空袭，并派遣地面部队穿过叙利亚边境，与当地库尔德武装发生激烈冲突。叙利亚东北部约有30处伊斯兰国武装分子羁押营地，关押着约1.2万在押人员。在这次行动中，上百名伊斯兰国武装分子趁乱越狱，重新开始在叙利亚境内制造恐怖袭击事件。欧洲对此表示强烈谴责，并呼吁土耳其立即停止对叙利亚的入侵行动。
And now, how would you categorize the atmosphere of this region? I mean, in the sense of security.
Greece is totally stabilized and has no concern at all. But you know that there are problems around our region, far from Greece, but near Greece also. So, as I told you before, this agreement we have gives us more opportunities to be calm for the future.
How do you think of Turkey's Operation Peace Spring? Well, it's called Operation Peace Spring, and President Erdogan said
a foreign army passed the borders of a sovereign country, Syria, and occupies territory. Whatever word you choose to say that, it's an invasion and war.
And you're still calling that invasion. But President Erdogan threatens very clearly that if the EU continues call that operation invasion, he would then open the gates.
President Erdogan should learn that EU doesn't get threats and blackmail for anybody. We're too strong to be blackmailed. And I wish, because Turkish people are our friends, we live in the same neighborhood and we want to have good relationships, that blackmailing is not a good way to have good relationships. So we will just forget what Mr. Erdogan said.
As a favor?
We will just forget as a favor, because between friends there is no place for blackmailing.
What could be the consequences of this operation anyway?
There are never good results from a war. So this, at the end, will give suffer to people and bad results. I think bad results to Turkey also. So we hope that this will finish as fast as possible.
If, let's say, it's a if again, I mean, if the door really is open and then one of the first countries got influenced, is going to be Greece.
We know that European Union and our European partners will not let us alone on that. So
no?
We don't
What the history tells you?
In 2015, 1,500,000 people passed through Greece, and at the end they went to the European Union.
Okay.
So the European Union will be there, because European Union is a very good partnership between real friends. We live in a time that many people question European Union, but I have to tell you something. European Union is a fantastic experiment and a fantastic result of modern history.
So you must be happy that the Greek exits didn't happen a few years ago.
And Greek people suffered a lot, and I, in a personal basis, fought very much not to exit. And we're very proud and very happy that we managed to stay in the core of the European Union, the Eurozone. It was a big achievement for the Greek people. You know, the European people lend us more than 300 billion euros in these 10 years in order to be able to stabilize our economy. This is a help that we will never forget.
It's sort of interesting to notice that a few years back we're talking about Grexit and now we're talking about Brexit.
I have to be very honest. I was one of the people that were very sad about the result of the British referendum. Of course, I totally respect the decision of the people of the United Kingdom. They're a sovereign country, they can decide what they want, free, as a free nation. But I would personally prefer them into the EU. We live in a time of Euroscepticism, and many people doubted and doubts European Union. But if you see the results of the Euro elections, at the end, the pro-European voters prevailed almost everywhere. Because, you know, at the end, this is what happened to Greece also. You know, Mr. Tsipras, the ex-prime minister, and his party, they were coming in power very anti-European. And they made the Greek referendum anti-European referendum. But at the end, when they had to choose for real, they chose Europe.
They had a referendum and announced that it didn't count.
Yes, because they chose Europe. Because at the end, every reasonable people chose Europe. Except the United Kingdom, for reasons.
Except Britain.
Okay, they have a different history, and I have to respect their history and their point of view. I don't want to be offensive.
Now you're grateful to the help lended out from the EU, and now we know that you're a big supporter for the cut of the taxation rate. Do you think Brussels will be happy with the decision?
Brussels are already very happy for this decision. Since we make the liberal reforms that gives our economy a boost and we can pay our debt, the Brussels could never say no to cutting taxation. The only reason Tsipras and Syriza government raised taxation so high is that they didn't want to make the reforms. We believe in the reforms, we believe in free economy, we believe in free market, so we will deliver and we will reduce taxation, and this is something that Chinese investors should know.
But how can you be so confident that the physical situation of Greece can maintain as healthy as you expect?
We have already reduced taxation. By the first day we went in the office, 20% below the property tax, 4% the business tax. Next year we'll reduce business tax even more. The figures are okay, and the European lenders said that the figures are okay. And the IMF said the figures will be okay.
中国与希腊的正式建交在1972年，2006年，中希关系正式升级成为全面战略伙伴关系。两国除了维持频繁的政治、经济等官方层面往来以外，民间交流也颇为活跃。希腊在中国是受欢迎的旅游目的地国之一。奥林匹亚宙斯像、罗德岛太阳神像这两大位列世界7大奇迹中的奇观，加上雅典卫城、奥林匹亚古运动场遗址等，无不在为人们展现着希腊丰厚的历史底蕴。而希腊周边的小岛以及曾经存在于此的早期文明，为希腊的神话故事提供了源泉。克里特岛上的迷宫和隐匿其中的米诺陶、金羊毛和一心想要得到它的伊阿宋，圣园里被巨龙看守着的金苹果，处处体现着希腊人奔放而自由的想象力和浪漫的性格。
How would you summarize the overall relationship between Greece and China now?
They are fantastic, really. They're really fantastic because we respect that People's Republic of China came and helped Greece during the crisis with big investment as, let's say, state grid and other big investment. And People's Republic of China, I think they recognize that Greece is always a close friend, and wherever we were needed, we were there.
Then how about the people-to-people exchanges? Is there any plan to enhance the...
We would love to see much more tourists from China to come to Greece, to be honest. There are just 250,000 per year, which is a very small number for Greece and for China. And this is strange because I know that in Greece, China is very respected because of the civilization, the history. You know that we perceive you as the other big ancient civilization. We always think ours one of the ancient big civilization, and the other one that we respect and remember for centuries is China. So Chinese people are very welcomed in Greece. And I can understand and feel that Greek and the Greek heritage and civilization is very welcome in China. But we haven't made until now to transform it to bigger tourist wave. We will find common ways in the future, I think.
叶奥尔亚季斯出生于1972年，毕业于雅典哲学院历史与考古学专业。他热衷于研究古希腊历史与文化，年轻时曾撰写了3本描述古代希腊社会的著作，并作为出版商出版过许多与希腊历史相关的书籍。在本次采访中，叶奥尔亚季斯向小田赠送了2本关于希腊历史和神话的图册，一起翻看图册，介绍了一些关于希腊古典时期建筑的小知识。
This is Doric.
How is it? So this one has
this one is Ionic, and the Corinthian. I don't know if you will find, but the Parthenon doesn't have a Corinthian. Maybe they have another Corinthian. This is Doric. You see, this is Doric.
Ah, Doric has no decoration. It's Doric.
This is Corinthian. This is from the Olympian, but in Athens, this is one of the huge temples of ancient Greece, but it was built in the Roman times, and this has the Corinthian rhythm, which was a little bit after the Parthenon.
Oh. It was fancier.
Yes, it was much more fancier. Yeah. The Doric was the more strict one, you see? It's very strict. But the Corinth is very, very fancy, you see? Very, very fancy. And the Ionian is in the middle.
Which one you like the most?
Even though my grandmother was from Smyrna, so I'm Ionian in a way, I prefer the Doric rhythm.
Yeah, the simplest.
Yes.
But it's a pity that a lot of these sculptures were destroyed during the wartime.
The biggest damage was at the 17th century, during the last Ottoman and Venice war, when a Venice general, his name was Morosini, he wanted to conquer Athens, and at that time the Ottomans were in the Acropolis Hill, and inside the Parthenon they had powder, And then he made a cannon and went into the Parthenon.
Yeah.
And the powder was taking fire and exploded.
That's really a shame.
In the 19th century, a little years before the Greek Revolution, the so-called Lord Elgin came, take a license from the Ottoman Sultan, he said, to study, but he went in the Parthenon and cut in pieces some of the most famous sculptures and took them, and they are still in the British Museum.
Yeah, Britain.
And you know, he put all the things in 3 ships, and one of the 3 sank into the Mediterranean.
Oh no!
One of the 3 was totally lost forever.
But I heard the story, and I find that really inspiring and touching in the way that Greeks and Turks, they were fighting. Turk soldiers, they were confined in this Parthenon.
During the Greek Revolution.
Yeah. And then they were trying to, because they were running out of bullets, and they were trying to make the bullets out of
into the columns, the ancient Greek used molydus to make the columns stand together. So when they ran out of bullets, they opened the columns and started taking the molydus from the columns to make bullets. So the Greek soldiers showed them. They were uneducated soldiers at that time. They didn't really know what Parthenon was. But they loved the Parthenon so much that they said, stop, we will give you bullets, but stop destroying the monument. And some of the bullets they gave, they killed them. But they prefer to be killed than to see the Parthenon collapse. That's the love the Greek people had for this monument. It was just in their soul.
Yeah, you must be proud of it.
Oh, we are proud. All the Greeks are proud for the Parthenon.